Hello, guys, and welcome back to League One Predictions. It's a bumper episode today because we've got the game week 11 fixtures coming this weekend, and we have to fit in two midweek rearranged games. So lots of football to predict. And as always, I'm joined by the magnificent Benjamin Bloom. How are you?
I'm good. MATTSB sleeps for no League One game. We will be there in front of these rearranged. Do you know what? You completely caught me out with those. I'd prepped for the weekend ones and...
it's mind games, Ben.
Oh, mate, I'm very susceptible to them. How did we go last week?
The scores from last week, Ben has come out victorious with an 8-6 victory. Basically, overall, we've got a score of Matt 71, Ben 70. So I am ahead by one. It's been very close. I think you have won more weekly, but I've had two pretty big wins, if that makes sense, to even it out. Guys, be sure to get your predictions down below. Feel free to score your points as we do down in the comments. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Subscribe to Benjamin Bloom, guys. He is in the description. Make sure to get involved. And finally, just before we get into the predictions, I want to say a massive thank you to the sponsors, Match Bingo. Match Bingo is the best football bingo app out there, guys. So click the link in the description or scan the QR code to download it. Get involved, guys, because if you also use the code MATTSB, you get a one-time 200% deposit bonus to increase your chances of winning. Be gamble aware, though, guys. Of course, 18s and overs only and UK residents only. Let's get into the predictions. We start at Bloomfield Road for Blackpool versus Luton Town. Can we call it a Bloomfield derby?
Very good. Yeah, we're going to, whether anyone likes it or not. This is one of the ones you've caught me out on. So Luton had a good win at the weekend. Who did Luton? Was it Doncaster?
It was a much needed win, wasn't it, Ben?
Yeah, and I mean, I know Doncaster have kind of fallen off a little bit after that mega start, but like you say, really, really much needed. Blackpool struggling and became the latest victims of Bradford, who we'll get onto, won't we? Where is this one, Matt? Is it at Luton?
It's at Blackpool.
I will go down the middle. If it was at Luton, I'd have gone home win. But I'll go for a draw. I'll go for a Desmond. Just to kick off with a Desmond.
Oh, I like that. 2-2. A Steve Deuce. That would be Luton Town's first draw of the season. They've been very sort of stop-start and hit-miss, haven't they, Ben? They're just... I mean, we all had high expectations with the quality and the budget they've got coming down from not just the Championship, but the Premier League. But... yeah, not really in that sort of top six equation for the most part of this season so far. A bit like Stockport, though. There's good teams waiting to get in there, isn't there?
Agreed.
You've got to win this one, surely. Blackpool, I mean, still struggling to get a read on them. They've only had those two wins, and they were both against Barnsley and Huddersfield. 1-0 defeat to Bradford last time. It looks like they actually put in a spirited performance, considering it's away at top of the table.
Just quickly, Matt, if Luton win this, 18... they'd go to +4 minimum on the goal. So we'll go into the top six.
Yeah, it's chopping and changing quite a lot, isn't it? But let's not give them the win, Ben.
No.
Let's go Blackpool 2-1. I'm trying to nail a Blackpool prediction, a Blackpool win prediction. I haven't been able to do it this season. Let's see if I can get it right. Not a lot in this for me. Like you said, with it being at Bloomfield Road, I could see it going either way. I'll go 2-1 to the Tangerines. Ben, next up we go down to South Wales. Cardiff City take on Burton Albion. Maybe a bit of a foregone conclusion. Burton Albion really struggling, and to lose 4-0 at home to Plymouth Argyle. I mean, we're not really sure what we're getting from Plymouth at the minute, are we? But for Burton, it's really poor. They have got these two games in hand, but they've got to make something of them if they're going to start clawing back.
Right.
I like Cardiff at home, Ben. Good win at Wigan last time. I'll go Cardiff 2-0.
Yeah, it's only the Bradford showing up there and winning, and Bradford are top of the table and at 2.3 points per game, aren't they? And yeah, you've got to worry about Burton now, although they're very good at being rubbish for 12 rounds, changing the manager and then surviving, aren't they? But yeah, that looked pretty gnarly, some of the goals against Argyle, didn't it, at the weekend? I must confess, I saw Salek's name pop up for Cardiff. I think we both were having him in mind as a potential top scorer, so I'd expect that to be a more frequent occurrence. What did you take, Matt?
I've gone 2-0.
I'll go 3-1 then. Same margin of victory. I don't mind the 2-0 actually. 3-1 Cardiff. Sorry, Burton.
3-1. Yeah, I was thinking of going a bit more goalie, but we're into midweek territory now, Ben, aren't we?
Yeah, maybe just get it done, yeah?
Yeah, it might go a little bit low scoring. So this is one of the weekend games that's been moved forward to Thursday. Rotherham United versus Bradford City. It's a Yorkshire derby.
You'd imagine TV?
It must be, yeah, if it's on the Thursday. Awesome. You would imagine, Ben, that the Bradford fans will be going to Rotherham in their numbers.
Bradford fans will go anywhere at the moment, mate.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, actually, it looked like really good numbers at Valley Parade, as you'd expect, on Saturday with the win over Blackpool. I'm sure you're going to expect Bradford to come home with 3 points.
Yeah, you would at the moment. We've proper turned against poor old Rotherham, haven't we? I mean, gone are the days where we're predicting Rotherham and Peterborough wins every week in the League One. In the League One predictions, you just got to back Bradford at the moment, haven't you? In the forget squads, forget anything else other than good feeling and good momentum versus bad feeling and bad momentum. Rotherham 0, Bradford 1.
Yeah, I quite like that. I'll go same deficit. I'll go Rotherham 1, Bradford 2. I think, Ben, I mean, if Rotherham are slightly better anyway, you'd imagine it's at the New York, but still, that said, they've been poor in general. I mean, they took the lead at Mansfield, didn't they? But they lost Leyton. That was a prediction you got right. You said 2-1. And I just imagine those Bradford fans being behind the goal, roaring them on. Yeah.
Well, we've spoken about this before, Matt, when a team's in really great form and you show up, if you're a home fan, and you just see a swagger about everybody and a confidence. And that's what you're going to see from Bradford on Thursday. Can Rotherham stop it?
Well, yeah, neither of us are going for that. 1-0 Bradford and 2-1 Bradford. Share your thoughts down below, and that would keep Bradford City top of the table. Ben, let's go across to the keep moat. Doncaster Rovers take on Burton Albion on Saturday. Burton, as we've already predicted, to lose to Cardiff on the Tuesday. I suppose it's not going to help all this travelling as well, Ben, going down to Cardiff and then up to Doncaster. Doncaster have not been in good form, though, so if there ever was an opportunity for Burton, it could be this, but I would imagine... If
there ever was an opportunity for Doncaster, it could be this.
Took the words out of my mouth, Ben.
Yeah, right.
We mentioned they lost 1-0 to Luton last time. I'm going to back them to win this one 1-0.
Yeah, so I'm also going to go double defeat then for Burton. And I hope I'm wrong, Burton fans. I hope you get something. But Matt's totally right. It's totally unhelpful to be going across to Cardiff and then back and then up to Doncaster as well. I mean, it's not massively far from Burton, is it? But you know what I'm saying. Although, would they rather be at home at the moment? You know, they're not winning anywhere particularly, are they? And I think Doncaster will certainly have this one circled. So I'll take the same margin of victory. We're on the same page a lot today, Matt. I'll go 2-1, Donny.
Yeah, quite like that. That's Doncaster back up and running. And then, Ben, we'll go down to Adams Park for a Michael Duff derby.
How often does this happen? It's like in the football law that you have to face your old team within 2 weeks of taking a job, yeah?
Absolutely. And it's set up quite interestingly. I mean, they both come into this on the back of a defeat at the weekend, Ben. I'll let you take over. Who do you fancy?
Well, I was going to ask you, are we seeing a little bit, I don't want to patronise Conor Hourihane, but sometimes with new managers, losing streaks are a thing because they haven't yet developed that experience of losing games and bouncing back. And who'd they lose to? Port Vale at home as well, which was a surprise. So they're off for Wickham. I know Barnsley are going to be favourites, but I'm actually going to back Duffer. I'm going to back the home win here. I think in the battle of the dugouts, he'll have... If Barnsley were at home and Connor wasn't on a losing streak, maybe I'd go the other way. But I'll back Wickham and I'll go 2-0.
Oh, okay. We were quite close there, Ben, because I'm also going for Wickham Wanderers.
Are you?
I'm going to take the 2-1 just because Barnsley are a bit goalie.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Barnsley are good going for. I was regretting that as I said it. Yeah, I like your logic.
I like Barnsley for a goal. But I think you're right, actually. There's maybe Conor Hourihane needing to learn a plan B and how to respond to a defeat. That comes with experience. Yeah, that comes with experience. Otherwise, you can't grumble. They've had a great start, haven't they?
Yeah.
I think from what I've seen so far, I mean, I know Duff went in and it was only one day later he had his first game, which they did win. I think that was at home to Northampton. Going away to Wimbledon was a tricky one. It looked like they put up a decent fight, to be fair, as well, Ben. I reckon they'll get 2 wins from 3. Yeah, I'm going 2-1 to Wycombe Wanderers, and all of a sudden they're starting to pull away from that bottom 4, and things are maybe.
Matt, remember where they were for the majority of last season as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, we'll see them marching up the table with a win there. 2-0 and 2-1. Ben, we go back to Bloomfield Road. Blackpool take on AFC Wimbledon here. I'm up first for this. I mean, definitely helps, as we've touched on, if you're playing twice in the week when other teams aren't, that you're actually at home for both games. But although I've given Blackpool the win against Luton, I don't think I'm going to do so against Wimbledon. I mean, they are flying at the minute, aren't they, Ben?
I was doing your boys, actually. I was doing Coventry, Birmingham, and Wimbledon were playing. I think they were, someone correct me, they were 3rd or 4th after the earlies finished. Incredible.
I know. And do you know what, Ben? I mean, they've all been great, haven't they? Because we've had Bradford are top of the league. Doncaster had a great start. Wimbledon have been great. And then Port Vale have started to come good.
Well, here's a question for you, Matt. Is Wimbledon being 6th almost more impressive than Bradford being top?
I think it is, because if you think of our expectations at the start of the season, Ben, I think I had them in my bottom 4.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
I don't know why now, looking at it, but yeah, they've been great, haven't they? Let's go for them to get another 3 points. That'd be 4 in a row. Blackpool 0, Wimbledon 1.
I'll calm it a little bit. I'll take the draw then. I know you're going to rightly point out that there hasn't been a draw in a Wimbledon game this season, but they'll just be overjoyed with how this is going. And, you know, if you're going to away games, and you rightly point out Blackpool are going to have to play twice as well. But I'll take a 1-1 and, you know, just say well done, Johnny Jackson, for a tremendous start.
They have been fantastic, haven't they? And as much as we love Steve Bruce, Ben, these 2 home games for Blackpool this week, he's got to get something, hasn't he?
He has. And, I mean, I don't want to talk someone into a future where they don't have a job, but would that be retirement for Brucey after an amazing run as a manager? Maybe. It'd be like Tyson Fury, always in and out of retirement, though. Get up to Morecambe, yeah.
All right, 1-1 and 1-0 away win. Ben, you're up first for Bolton Wanderers versus Peterborough United. What are you thinking on this? I mean, Bolton losing 2-0 to Northampton's come as a surprise, and then Peterborough, we thought they were turning a bit of a corner, and they've just lost 3-0 to Lincoln.
Now, I did something you should never do, Matt. I read the YouTube comments on the Bolton Northampton highlights, and the sense I got from the Bolton fans is they're just crap in front of goal, and they missed some honking chances in that. Mason Burstow as well, particularly in the first half, who we've had on loan at, was it Sunderland? Had on loan at good clubs in the Champ, haven't we? So the good news for Bolton is that Peterborough suck even more than Bolton's attack does. So let's go for Shuey and Bolton to click in this one. We always go both teams to score for Posh. Don't know why anymore, but I'm going to. I'll go... no, I won't go 3-1 because I just criticised the attack. I'll go 2-1 Bolton.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Do you know what? I'm going to go completely different rationale here then, which kind of makes a bit of a change because we're quite similar today so far. But I'm going to go 5-0 Bolton. I don't know where that's come from. I think maybe I'm looking at the numbers the wrong way, but it looks as though Bolton are creating chances. But the other side to that coin is what you've just said. They're wasting chances. Yeah. We saw them, I mean, was it only a week ago when they were at home to Wigan, 4-1 win? And I think against a Peterborough team that have been so poor this season, if Bolton click, if this is one of those afternoons where everything's going in, it could be one of those. Equally, wouldn't surprise me if it's like a 1-0 Posh because they've pulled out a couple of results when you've least expected it.
Let's put it out to the comments. I'm prepared for that to be this season's first 5-pointer if that comes in. Should we lock it in?
Yeah, go for it.
5 points for that one if it comes in, yeah?
Why not? Sorry, Peterborough fans, we love you, but I'm going for a big Bolton win. Right, Ben, back to South Wales. Cardiff City take on Leyton Orient. Big opportunity for Cardiff, of course, to stick 6 points on the board. We have liked them in South Wales, except for, like you say, the Bradford game. But Leyton Orient, we're not quite sure what we're going to get sometimes. I mean, they lost 3-2 to Stevenage at the weekend, Ben. I think I've just got to back Cardiff. There's just this thing inside of me saying that Orient could rock up here and maybe get out with a draw. But I'll back Cardiff. I'll go narrow for this one. I've given them a comfortable win over Burton. This will be more difficult. 2-1 Cardiff City.
Yeah. Look, if it was just Cardiff playing without having played the Tuesday, and we just had to predict Cardiff Orient, I'd probably be quite confident on the home win. Although in the game, I know Stevenage are doing great. It was set pieces that just did Orient in the second half of that one, didn't it? Can Cardiff get 6 points? I think they probably can, can't they? What did you go for, Matt?
I'm going 2-1.
Okay, I'll go 1-0 Cardiff. And yeah, Orient just going to take a bit longer to reshape that team that kind of got broken up last season.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously last season, Ben, I think it was just before Christmas, they started that crazy run from near the bottom 4 up to the top 6.
Oh, so they've got it in them to do that at any point. We know that with Richie, don't we?
Definitely. All right. Speaking of breaking into the top 6, Ben, we've got a big game here between Huddersfield Town and Stockport County. And I'm really glad you're going first because I haven't a clue what to do for this.
Yeah. Stockport have fizzled a little bit recently. I can only see one win on my form chart there. God, if I take that Wolves game there out, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sort of 6, 7 games, which surprises me for Stockport. I did fancy throwing an away win grenade in and doing something controversial. Is Lee Grant at this point gonna beat Dave Challoner? I'm not sure. So I think I'm going to have to come down the middle on this one. And the only interesting thing I can do is call it the 0-0. So we'll go for the draw, but we'll go double shutout and clean sheets ahoy, tick it off, move on.
Yeah, that was nearly a scribble, Ben, because I'm going for a 1-1 between these two, and I just can't separate them at the moment. No. Good win for Huddersfield last time. We were saying just before we started recording, Ben, what a goal from Castledean. He cuts inside. There's a bit of knuckle on that, and it goes in off the top of the post. It's an outrageous finish.
You love to see it.
Stockport, not a great result against Reading. And as I think you said this last week, Ben, this is like their little stuttering run, and then they'll come good.
Longer than that now, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a 6-game stretch with one win in there. I think given
Stockport
Given where Stockport are now, I think you've got to be happy away from home to just take the draw here. Not saying they can't win it, but get a point, stay within touching distance of Huddersfield. So, yeah, I'll go for the 1-1. Ben's gone.
Seems to be the wasted opportunities for Stockport are coming at Edgeley, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's where if you're drawing games there and minusing 2 points off your kind of projected total every time is a problem.
Absolutely. I thought they'd be a bit more cutthroat than they have been, but there you go. Ben, we'll go to a team that are right up there, Lincoln City. They take on Exeter City. We touched on Lincoln City winning 3-0 away at Plymouth. Away at Peterborough. Justin Ibikru scoring again. I'm really happy for him. Keeps them third, Ben. Keeps them right in the top 2 equation, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's all come together, hasn't it? They had a bit of a drawing run, and now is that 3 wins in a row for the
well, and the worst thing for you and me, Exeter have lost 4 in a row, which makes it so obvious what you think to do. But these predictions have a habit of just stitching you up in situations like this, don't they?
They do indeed. Exeter
Who's
City.
up first?
I'm up first.
Okay.
You've made a good point there. Exeter City could stun us. I feel like they've pulled out a couple of results this season we weren't expecting.
Suggesting that. I was just suggesting that we sometimes get mugged off in situations like that.
Well, it's always a possibility. I'll tell you what I'll say. I reckon Exeter City might cause a bit of a surprise by scoring first, but Lincoln City will come back strong, and I'll go just the 2-1 to Lincoln.
Good, because I've got 2-0 to Lincoln, which would be a 4th in a row. I guess we've both got Bradford winning, but hey, Lincoln going to be bothered if they're winning 4 on the trot. That would be 24 points at round 11. Outrageously good, and yeah, we did not really see this coming at the start of the season. So brilliant from Lincoln, well done. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, we talk about the 2 point per game standard for top 2, Ben, but we've got a few teams really starting to push over it, which is incredible.
We do get 3-horse races often though in League One, don't we? And 3 high totals often, don't we?
Yeah, it's just the three teams that are up there at the moment, which is the main story, isn't it? It's incredible. Ben, let's go down to Devon. Plymouth Argyle take on Wigan Athletic. Can we now say Plymouth Argyle are good, Ben, or is that going to come back to bite me next week?
I don't know what Plymouth Argyle are at the moment. They're just a completely random hodgepodge of scorelines. But what I will say is they've won 3 and 4, and they won away from home 4-0 at the weekend. So both of those things are normally related to good teams, aren't they? What did Wigan do, Matt? They're on back-to-back defeats, aren't they? Long old hack down there. It's the old cliches about going down to Plymouth. But if anyone knows about Plymouth and going down there, it is Ryan Lowe, isn't it? But I'm going back Plymouth. And it feels goaly. Should we get the bonus point out for this one? Let's go 4-2 Argyle.
Go on,
that's ridiculous. You're 5-0 Bolton, mate.
I like it though. That's 6 goals though. That's crazy.
Thank you very much.
I suppose Plymouth Argyle have been a bit crazy, haven't they? And they obviously scored 4 last time. I do like Wigan to score. They've shown that they can get goals. Obviously, they didn't actually last week against Cardiff, but I'm going to put that down to Cardiff being a pretty solid defensive outfit so far this season. I'm going to go Plymouth 2. Wigan 1. I'll go closer. I've had a few 2-1s. I need to change it up, but there you go. I'll half Ben's scoreline. We've got a 4-2 and a 2-1. Next up, Ben, we go to Vale Park. Port Vale take on Northampton Town. Both teams coming to this on the back of great wins against the, what could you call them? The playoff twins, Barnsley and Bolton. Northampton winning 2-0 at home to Bolton, and we're still sort of struggling with Northampton. I think we can say they are pretty solid and look like they've got the qualities to stay up. They've been good at getting clean sheets when they need to. Port Vale, though, Ben, they're hitting good form at the minute, and that's another great win. I mean, going away to Barnsley and keeping a clean sheet is very impressive. So I'm up first. I'll just say home advantage, and I'll go with Port Vale to make it, what would that be, 4 wins in 4, Ben? I'm going 1-0 to Port Vale on this one.
Well, and have you seen Northampton have got 4 wins in 5 as well? And we mentioned this a lot with the 4 teams going down. Sometimes you're having a look in March next year and you're going, what about that 3 or 4 wins in a row in September? You know, that can be the key. The other thing that is absolutely jumping off the page is the scarcity of goals, particularly in Northampton games as well. So I'm going to play my second of the round, 0-0. But yeah, fair play Northampton. Everyone had them going down in the 1-24s, didn't they? And a great run. And you've said it before, Matt, sometimes just getting yourself ahead of the line and giving yourself margin for error psychologically is huge if you are, you know, still likely to be in a relegation race, which I think Northampton are. But yeah, fair play.
Ben, we'll go across to Reading versus Mansfield Town next. 2 teams that will be wanting to, well, I suppose more so Reading push away from the bottom 4. Mansfield Town, with that late win against Rotherham, have actually climbed into 12th place. I love that last minute goal, by the way. It's a proper bullet header, isn't it? And that got Mansfield a crucial 3 points, as we thought they would against Rotherham. I do prefer Mansfield, Ben, but Reading having the home advantage is kind of evening this one out. What have you got to say?
I think we're thinking the same thing. I'm kind of honing in either on a Mansfield win or like a Desmond, and I can't decide between the two. It's a good result for Reading to go to Stockport and grab that point, isn't it?
Result.
So I'll land on the Desmond then. We always like Mansfield and Cloughy and goals, don't we? 2-2.
Yeah, I quite like that. Reading, to be fair, I mean, they've not won a lot of games, but it's a decent little run with only the 1 defeat in the last 5 or 6. So I'll give them their flowers. I'll actually back them, Ben. Seeing as there's 14 games, I'm allowed to go for 2 bonus points. Let's go.
Go for as many bonus points as you want, MATTSB.
Let's go for a Reading 3, Mansfield 2. We like Mansfield for goals, but I'll give Reading their flowers for that great draw at Stockport last time. So got the 2-2 and the 3-2, incoming 0-0, hey? And then the final game, Ben, I think we can call this a derby, right? Stevenage versus Luton.
Right, this is my neck of the woods. We're definitely calling it a derby, yeah.
This will be tasty, Ben. I mean, it's been a long time since these two were so evenly matched, or if anything, Stevenage are the favourites coming into this, especially with Luton going all the way up to Blackpool before this one as well. Ben, I made a massive mistake on the League One predictions last week. I backed Stevenage to lose, and of course,
never do that, Matt. Schoolboy stuff, that mate. Come on.
Came back to bite me on the bum. What a great win. And like you say, set pieces. I mean, 2 of the goals looked identical, didn't they, from the corners being headed in like that. I reckon they could cause Luton a few problems. I'm going to go Stevenage 2, Luton 1.
Oh, hello. I mean, one thing is great here. I've just brought the head-to-head up, and it's all League 2. By the way, there is a Luton 7, Stevenage 1 in 2017 in there. But isn't it great that these two teams are essentially competing at the top of League One? And Luton, as we're going to remind you throughout the year, have been in the Premier League and are in receipt of a Premier League Year 2 parachute payment as well, which should mean that they should obliterate Stevenage, but we all understand that they're not going to, are they? I will land on the draw. I love that you've gone all in on Stevenage, but I will play a 1-1, keep it safe here. And yeah, I don't know what derby are we calling it, because it's Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire, isn't it? But it's pretty close, isn't it?
It certainly is, and it's interesting to think that I think Luton would probably be the happier to get out of this with a draw, given the way things are at the moment. I'm
questioning that. Someone tell me what counties they're both in, because we always get this stuff wrong, Matt, don't we? And then people yell at us in the comments. We're not geographers. We're barely even football pundits.
Luton's definitely Bedfordshire. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, my missus works there. Stevenage definitely Hertfordshire. You keep talking. I'm going to Google it. Hey Siri, what county is Stevenage in? It says located in, and then doesn't tell me Hertfordshire.
Oh, there you go.
After all of that, Benjamin Bloom was right again. And he's referring to himself in the third person, which isn't going to go over well, is it? Hey,
I will bow to his superior knowledge. But I tell you where Stevenage could be located soon, Ben, in the Championship.
He's got it back. He's got us back.
Ben, what a way to wrap up League One predictions for another week. Ben, what can people find over on your channel? Make sure you go over and subscribe, guys.
Me crying all week about the East Anglian derby and how I feel sick about it. It's Ipswich versus Norwich this
Ben,
weekend.
are you going?
I don't really want to. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Probably not. I'll decide at the end of the week. But yeah, it's supposed to be fun, isn't it, going to watch football? But this is a big game. I'm kind of glad we got the 3-game week in the Championship to distract me a little bit from it. But yeah, all eyes after that on Ipswich versus Norwich this Sunday.
There you go. And look out for Ben's Championship predictions. I presume that will come on Thursday for that game. It'll be good to see what Ben has to say on that one.
And ex-Ipswich Town striker Sam Parkin as well. I wonder where we're both going to be going with that. Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Guys, like I say, get involved with all of our brilliant content. We'll be over on Conor McGilligan's channel doing the Premier League 3 at the Back podcast that we do. So check that out as well. Thank you all for all your brilliant support. Make sure you've shared your League One predictions. We will see you all very soon. Take care. Peace out.